Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here at the shop and we're going to show you a pretty awesome build that's going on the Team MSE CFORCE 1000 race bike. Dave and the whole team has been working on this beast right here, and at first glance from a distance you think, oh, it's just a CFORCE 1000, but guys, if you can take a look and notice how low this thing is, and of course there's a lot of plastic cut, there's a lot of really cool things going on with this unit, and Dave's going to kind of take us through and show you what's going on. It's still a work in progress, but man, there's so many key details about this bike that has been changed, from suspension mount locations changed to lowering the steering stem, all that stuff.
See Mika, she's pretty excited about the build too. She's getting wound up. Like you said, it's just a work in process. We're not there yet. Austin spent all day yesterday getting our fenders and stuff trimmed in like we need them. And of course, guys, the ideal is if y'all been watching any of our races, every race we do, the fenders have been sticking out, and on a four-wheel drive, they stick all the way out to here. So we have literally been breaking all the fenders off of it within 30 minutes of the ride.
Easy, yeah.
Because it is set up for a mud four-wheeler and not a race four-wheeler. So we've been sliding into these trees at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And when you slide into them sideways like that, you just start destroying it.
Yeah.
Other things is I need to see my tires. If I can't see the tires, it is very hard to get through the woods and maneuver through trees that we literally are hitting both tires on both trees and just trying to make it drag itself through. That's how tight the track is.
Right, yeah, just to give people that may have clicked on this video and don't know what we're talking about GNCC style woods endurance racing. So we compete in the Winter Off-Road Racing Nationals, is one of our series is around this area, which is in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Kentucky. And a really awesome series, guys. And the track is initially designed for the dirt bike guys, and then the ATV guys just got to figure it out, okay? So it's super tight. A lap could take, I don't know, roughly
30, 45 minutes.
Yeah. So you're making just 3 laps most of the time. The fastest guys will make 4 laps, depending on the location. But guys, at first glance, you look at this thing and I thought it myself, Dave done put wheel spacers on here or something. Those are factory offset wheels, no spacers. That's just how much fender and plastic they've managed to be able to cut off to get those sight lines better and to be able to keep from bashing those trees and breaking the plastics. That's not a CFMOTO issue, it's just the nature of that type of racing. It's just tight woods racing, and we're having to fit in places that probably shouldn't be trying, but it's just how it is.
Yeah, and like you said, Blake, when, every race that me and you went through, bikes that went through, and then you take your sport quads, a lot of those go through first, and by the time me and you get to it, it's basically, what tree do you want to run over first? Because you can't get through them. So we picked the smallest ones, or we may have to go out of the track just a touch and pick something we can run over or squeeze through. We've got our sight line a whole lot better. That makes a lot of difference. One of the biggest things that we was working on too is these, basically the fenders here, if y'all noticed before, they come all the way out to here, and then they had a nice roll on them, and you could put your feet on them, and it was very comfortable and all that. But when we come into those tight sections and we got to turn around a tree and turn around another tree, we have to put the four-wheeler up against the tree and then turn into it and let the tree and the four-wheeler get drug around it to make that turn. So inside under here, there was almost, let's call it a Nerf bar already there. So we had to cut this stuff down to where we could get the Nerf bar on the outside. Now we can turn into those trees hard, shove this up against the tree, make the turn, back tire catch it, and buddy, we can keep on rolling. So we like that setup. It ain't pretty yet. We got to clean it up a little bit. Our foot peg will go back on, but our foot peg will actually be kicked up like this. That way, when we come into these curves hard and we're sliding down, I've got something I can stick my foot on and brace, so that not only do you want all your weight pushing at the bottom of the four-wheeler, keeping the center of gravity low, That's the only way that I'm gonna be able to do it. But also, if you're sitting up here like this and you're trying to get off, man, it wears out your upper body, all your legs and everything. If you can lean over and put your butt on the seat, stick something on the side right there, you literally don't even have to fight to keep yourself on. All you got to do is steer. At a 2-hour race, all these things are very important, especially with these heavy four-wheelers. You have to figure out ways to stay on the four-wheeler for 2 hours at full throttle and not wear yourself out.
Yeah.
So very excited about that. That's going to help. When this thing was setting up so tall, I fought so hard just to keep myself on the four-wheeler that 30 minutes in, I'm a 50-year-old guy, I'm tired. So other things we did, the front end of this bike, I don't know if y'all have seen the stock ones, but they're this wide and it's like a bulldozer. So it's
big heavy duty frame across there.
Big heavy duty frame goes this wide, and it is a flat solid hit. You do have a piece of plastic body cover that kind of covers it up, but under that body cover it's just flat. Every race we just busted this off right immediately, and then if I hit a rock or I hit a stump or anything, man, this thing just tried to stop. So we took that off. We actually notched this frame, cut this much off of this, cut some notches in the frame so it'd dig through, and then we made a new skid plate for it. Bash plate. There you go. And that should shove those rocks and shove those stumps under it, and also not be bulldozing in the mud, so that we can work our way on through the mud.
What about the suspension mounts? Now that is pretty cool. Guys, if you notice, this thing is way lower. So that came through some modifications.
It did. So me and Blake every race have been trying things up. So we're trying the stock shocks, then we was trying the stock shocks and taking all the spring pressure off, and then we put these very nice TFX shocks on that Blake hooked us up with. And we love these guys.
Man, by the way, we have a limited supply at Main Street Cycle right now, and you can get them. You can actually order them from teammscparts.com for your Gen 3 or Gen 2 CFORCE 1000 or 800. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Man, for sure. And it's game changer, guys. Game changer.
When you're these shots come into play when you're going to be doing what we're doing. We're racing, pushing the machine. The stock shots are great for comfort, for just, fun, weekend, trail riding, whatever. But if you're pushing the limits, this is what you want.
And it comes into speed. So if I'm just normal riding, I got my wife on the back, let's say that I'm running down these trails at 5-10 miles an hour, and it's nice and smooth and stuff. Well, now me and Blake's trying to run down these trails at 40-50 miles an hour. When we hit that same bump, we got to have a lot better suspension to be able to soak it up. These things are fully adjustable, so we can set our compression ratios up to hit that hard hit, and then we can speed our rebounds up, slow them down to make it rebound if we got a bunch of bumps like a whoop section. And then we can use our spring pressure to keep it from diving so hard. So these shocks are fully adjustable so that we can work that out. Other things that we did, once we put these on, I needed this bike on the ground. I still couldn't get it. So we started running the spring pressures all the way up on them so that we could drop the bike. Well, it didn't work out so great for me. It took all the ability for the high performance shocks to work. We just made them where they couldn't. In the race four-wheeler world, I got away with that on lighter bikes. Can't get away with it on this. So if you remember, these shock mounts on this thing were up above it on the top. We actually turned them around and moved all of our shock locations under the A-arms, so we dropped it 1.5 inches by moving the shock locations on the bike. We tried to do it on the top, just found it would do better on the bottom. Our guy, Justin, most people know Selena Maxwell.
Justin Maxwell.
They do a lot. And he re-welded these, fixed this skid plate on the front. We got to put our sway bar back on it. So another big thing that we've been testing was, can we get away with no sway bar, or do we need the sway bar? And guys, I've tried it race after race, without, more suspension, less suspension. these heavy machines have to have the sway bar. Without it, you will dive so hard when you go into those curves that it will flip you on over, especially if you don't have the lower ground clearance and the lower tires. So that is the front suspension and front setup. We can go back to the back. So on our back suspension, same thing. We went through every scenario we could to figure out how to get this thing down like we wanted it. So we're looking, believe it or not, for 8.5 ground clearance. We want this frame set 8.5 inches off the ground, which I think stock is what, 13 to 15?
In certain locations on the frame it's real high.
Crazy.
But yeah, we're lowering it a few inches for sure.
But they're a mud bike from the factory, so we get it. So we actually, this shock location stock was about right here, and we moved these up 1.5 inches also and changed all the shock location. We wanted to keep the full performance that these shocks were designed for, and not have to take spring weights and stuff out of them. So we moved them up. Now this isn't the prettiest thing, but how we're going to handle all this.
Yeah, that's not factory.
This is the extra shock mount. So, of course, the seats and stuff is not how we want the bike either. So, the next step, Austin, he just got all this stuff back together for us. We're going to tape all this out, and then we'll actually build a fiberglass seat pan that will fit just like factory, and it will cover all this up. And I actually set with my butt right here, so it'll be pretty much almost frame level. I'll probably keep about that much padding just not to bruise myself up too much. And then it's gonna hump up, and then it will hump all the way to the back. So I'll be sitting in this hump, and it will look like a factory seat everywhere. And y'all get to see the finishing products of that. It's gonna be pretty amazing.
It's gonna be awesome.
Did we talk about the steering stem?
No, we ain't talked about the steering stem or our performance side of things.
Gotcha. So if we look at the steering stem, you see it's a lot lower.
Yeah, you can tell that this is way down in here.
Yeah. We of course, I'm like 5'5". I tell my wife I'm 5'6", and she laughs. I'm 5'5". So that steering stem, when it's way up, anything that keeps you like up in the air also keeps your center of gravity up. And if I want to go into a curve, I'm still hanging on up here. I want to be low. So when I go into that curve, I can keep down, stay as low to the bike, almost lay on this if I have to. And so we took 1.5 inches out of the steering stem to lower it down. Other things that we're fixing to do is we're going to add a front brake to this side over here, and we're going to split the brake system up. Now, I realize that it's four-wheel drive and that we have our four-wheel drive system kind of locking front and back together, but you'll be surprised the first little hit of those brakes, there's enough slack in that system that it does make a difference. And I just got more control. So we'll have a front brake, a rear brake on the bike. That'll be one of the things we're doing next. We got to lower our shifter arm down because the handguard actually hits it because we've lowered everything so much. We get our seat pan. Blake has got us
we got us a header pipe that's actually coming in today. So we'll be getting rid of that big restrictor there. And we're going on out to our RJWC exhaust. And guys, you can get these exhausts right here at teammscparts.com. So you'll be able to run the same exhaust that Dave is running on his race bike, as well as the header. The headers are not listed yet because they're not even available to the public just yet. But if you're watching this video at a later date, we probably have them there. So be watching the YouTube channel for that, as well as the teammscparts.com website.
And that's the cat, of course.
Yes.
And before Blake was able to work his magic with his famousness,
no.
we were going to run the stock head pipe. And Austin, how long did you work on getting the cat out of that thing? 2 or 3 hours to get the cat out. When
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
RJWC is going to RJWC will have that option without having to take all that extra nonsense.
Okay, good deal. And then also the clutching, we got Team MSC Racing Clutch Kit here. It's a little modified, but it's the same technology, the same stuff, components that we sell you with your Team MSC Stage 3 Trail and Mud Kit. We do have a few modifications to this one for this setup, because this is a unique setup, guys. So Billy from Vati Verico has helped us out with that in our race bikes. We may sell a kit for you as well, yeah, anyways, just awesome stuff there, top-notch stuff, and you can get a clutch kit for your machine from the website as well.
And one big thing that on that, I don't know if you remember, Blake, but one of the races I ran did not have the MSC clutch kit in it.
Yep.
And it was actually, every time I would get off the gas and then be like fixing to hit back into another curve and give it just a touch of gas, it was engaging the clutch and locking everything
Yep.
back up, and it actually, it was bad for me one time, I'll say that. It's great for stock form and stuff, but not trying to run 60 miles an hour, try to stop the bike and then right back on the throttle.
Yep.
And every time that I would do that, going down a hill and stuff, it would lock up. Well, MSC's clutch has that fixed. So when I get out of it and I need it to freewheel, it does what it's supposed to.
Yep.
It makes it really, really safe for us.
That's right. And then last but not least, we got the tune dialed in. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of your specialty around here.
That's right. And that's what makes it fun, is that we use our own stuff to test the tunes, to see what's working, to see
Yeah.
what's not working. Anybody can say anything they want to about tuning, and hey, I got the best tune. One thing that you're going to notice about MSC's tune program is that ours are always updating and changing. We got the 675 over here. Austin's changing out the exhaust for it because we're going to tune another exhaust. Then we got the 450 Ibex over here. Just got the new head pipe put on it. It's got the muffler on it. We got another muffler in yesterday for it. We'll build the tune for this muffler setup. We'll change to the other muffler setup. Guys, we literally are buying every exhaust that we can and putting them on each of these bikes and building tunes for each one. And then, of course, we ride them every day. Blake
Yep.
rides them every day. In fact, he texted me yesterday and said, look, if you're not going to do something with that, I guess it was the 675, I want it, and I'm going to come get it and ride it. And he said, but we were changing the exhaust, so he said, okay, I'll wait. But then I don't think, did we get to the back section?
Oh, no.
So-
That's right.
So the other thing is when you're going through the mud and you're dragging your butt, this thing was this far out, really wide, just like the front. We shaved all this back and kind of put us a little skid plate on the back. And it's mainly so that when we go through those ruts and the back tires drop in, we're not dragging our butt and keeping the tires off the ground. I noticed that was something that was really keeping me stuck a whole lot. So this is a lot better.
Yeah.
And this RJWC, it's got dirt all over it. We've been working, but man, this thing, the quality, the looks of it, and the biggest thing that I like is the lightness of it.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
so much lighter
Yeah.
than the factory. So that's kind of our where we're at, but we still got a lot of work to do.
Yep. So the racing season starts up again next month. So we gotta get her finished up, all at the same time, running a business. And but this is part of the business. You know, it looks like we may be out having fun, which we are, hands down, having a blast. But also, it's why keeps us motivated, keeps us pushing forward as we develop better tunes, better clutching, better customer service, because we're out there pushing the limits ourselves, and that helps us be able to help you guys out. So guys, we appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this video. We've got a lot more to film today because we got a lot of projects going on today. So hope you enjoyed this one. It's going to be cool to see this thing in action. And I'm going to do everything I can to try to keep up with Dave out there, but I don't know, not happening. But we'll still hold it down. We'll have several 4x4 guys out there this year representing for CFMOTO out there on the races. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and follow for more. Love y'all, appreciate you. God bless you. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.